Big up to all those in YouTube land. I'm sorry about my late arrival on the stream for Real Madrid versus Chelsea. I apologize for being late. Literally, they are expecting riots in the area where I work tomorrow. So chaos is beckoning tomorrow for a lot of people. How is everyone doing? Real Madrid versus Chelsea has started. Let me give you a quick rundown of the lineups. Again, I apologize, everybody, if I was late. Literally, it has been absolute madness. And that is putting it politely when I say that. My usual partner in crime, JPT, isn't here at the moment because he's on Mrs. duty. Maybe he might join me later, maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. Yeah, Real Madrid, Chelsea. Yeah. Our pre-season form has been horrible, man. First half. Chelsea lineup. Yeah, because right now, what is going on here? Oh, cookies. Silly thing. Yeah. Pardon me. For Chelsea here, Mark Gee up front again, Sterling, Nkuku, Madueke, Lavia, Enzo Fernandez, Gusto at left back, Badashil, Levy Colwell, Reece James at right back, Jorgensen in goal. Real Madrid have Diaz up front, Vinicius, Rodrigo, Modric, Martin, Dani Ceballos, Fernando Garcia, Antonio Rudiger, Milito, and Luis Vasquez. So a reasonably strong Real Madrid lineup too. I hope we don't get terrorized, to be honest. We have been awful recently. And I do not want to see us getting another defeat, even in pre-season, because it is not going well so far. Well, by my clock, we are 2 minutes in. So 3 minutes in. Chelsea on the edge of the Madrid box. Oh, played. Header. Oh, what a good chance gone begging. We should be 1-0 up. What was that, lads? Should have cut them open. Good running, though, but we need to be a bit more clinical. Who is that? Who got his header wrong? Sterling. Oh, brother, you should have finished that. It should have been a goal. What are you doing, Raheem? Enzo versus Pep. Does anyone else think Enzo looks like a fake Pep? Waiting for Bargav to join me momentarily as well. Real Madrid also haven't been in great form pre-season. Oh, but they're in though. Good tackle. Was that Levy Colwell? Good tackle. Yep. Good ball. Cut us open. But he kicked it against Vinicius and played it out for a goal kick. Nicely done. More of the same, please. More of the same. You're gonna need it. Jorgensen to Badashiel back to Jorgensen, then to Colwell. Big up, Bargav in the building. How you doing, brother?
What's up, man? How you doing? Hope you
I'm
had a
all,
good week. Hope you had a good week.
yeah, so far so good. The only downside is we're literally expecting a riot
Oh,
where my job is, because there's going to be a lot of political demonstrations down there tomorrow, and yeah, it's expected to kick off. I've already given certain people instructions what to do if there is a riot breaking out.
yeah, it's a sucky situation, man. It's a sucky situation, but uh, the part that sucks is like when people are afraid to go out, and when it gets to that stage, it's kind of sucky.
Well,
Um,
it sucks before that, because the reason why said demonstration is taking place because it's taking place at the Walthamstow Immigration Centre. Now, the problem with this is when, I don't know if you're aware of this, 3 girls got stabbed. Literally,
I
school
heard
girls.
about it. I didn't look into the details of it, but
Well, well, put it this way: what happens is, you've got right wingists and extremists in every country, including here, because the English Defence League, the bunch of bastards that they are, tried to claim that it was an immigrant Muslim when it wasn't. It was a Welsh guy that done it. And yeah, the old yada yada yada. They just tried to do what any decent politician does and twist tragedies to their own ends. To be honest, actually, if
yeah,
I'm,
yeah. I
it's
know what you mean.
sad, man. If I had my own way, all these idiots that are going to protest, I'd set them all on fire.
Yeah, it's an annoying situation when politicians just like use like unrest as a way to like gain power in some ways because it really does suck. But uh I hope everyone stays safe, man, because I'll be honest with you, like I know because London's similar to New York. That stuff happens in New York too, so it's like I get the big
Mm-hmm.
city thing. And I was there I was in Detroit like a couple years ago for like like they had the BLM stuff going down. It's a scary
Mm-hmm.
place to be when you're having like it's a scary place to be when you have like mobs and stuff like. And uh politics aside, I mean that's the biggest thing. I mean,
Well,
I get. I mean, the thing is with it, like, yes, right now we have a cost of living crisis across the whole world right now, and it really is pinching people, right? So there's a lot of people
mm-hmm.
angry. So I get that part. The thing is like people look for scapegoats, and sometimes the scapegoats are like they're really not the right scapegoats. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, in this sort of situation, it should be tragic and it shouldn't be politically twisted to any means. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But there's always going to be someone.
I mean, we have the election coming up. It's the same exact thing, man. I'll tell you right now.
Oh, ow, what a oh. Ay, 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 ay.
Ooh,
Rudiger
ooh,
wipes
ooh.
out. Was that
I saw that.
Maduiki?
I saw that. What do you make of
Laughing at
Madrid's
him.
kids? What do you make of these Madrid kids?
Well, I think they were alright, to be honest. Endrick got slanted the other day, when they played the other day and they lost to Barcelona. So,
Uh,
to be honest, one thing about it is I look at that Madrid team and they're hardly full of kids.
oh no, they're not. I mean, and their young talent is like elite talent too. So uh, that's the other issue.
Mm, I'll have to see elite talent. Yeah, I'll have to
I mean, I don't
see
know.
how
Like
that
I mean,
defines itself.
like someone like Arda Guler, like someone like when you're thinking about like players.
Hmm. All I know is after the first 10 minutes, I'm disappointed that we're not at least 2-0 up.
Yeah, beats better. It's not what you were expecting though. I know that for a fact.
Whoa! It's only a matter of time before Madrid adapt, because one thing about it is, even though in this particular game we look like we're holding more of a back four than a back three,
Yeah.
I'm not particularly keen on Enzo's system. Not, it may get improve over time, but it's one of those systems because it is so high risk and you do expose yourself out of the back a lot.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones where it's very, very easily can blow up in your face. And ask Ange Postecoglou how frustrating it is when you play with a high line all the time and your defense can't get back.
I mean, that's what they. I mean, what they did last year was like it was pretty much rock and. I wouldn't say rock and roll football. It was pretty much. It was pretty much roulette football last year.
Well, Chelsea can't do that because we don't have a good enough defensive base.
Yeah, you don't have a good enough base.
I'm not being funny. Teams that the system that I think Enzo wants to try and play is similarly to how Barcelona's system used to be back in the day when the two, instead of having the two centre backs push up in the middle of the mid park, they have the two wing backs invert into midfield. But unfortunately, like with Wrexham and a number of other teams that have exploited it, we get so much space away on the wide positions, we just get hurt from the wings.
Yeah, you just get hurt from the wings.
And that's exactly what Celtic did to us. Oh, hang on, tell a lie. Oh, no, Madrid almost went 1-0 up. Sheer panic in the Chelsea box right now.
Give me 1 second. I just got to adjust my charger. I'll be right here.
Yes, sir, you take your time. Sheer panic ensuing for Chelsea. Oh, the shot's ballooned. And it's up for a goal kick. Wow, that was mad. Oh, it's going to be a long season. Yep. Ballooned it. Sheesh. Can't really say I'm particularly impressed with what I've seen. Hopefully it'll get better.
Yeah, I saw the Madueke. So Madueke's not been bad. Madueke hasn't been bad.
I like him. He's direct.
Yeah.
Which
he's Dutch, right? He's Dutch, right?
Yeah, Dutch English.
Dutch English.
As far as I know.
Directness is. I mean, I like directness. It's just.
Well, we kind of need it. Because we can. Because okay, don't get me wrong. I don't mind when you're a team that tries to do like 35 passes in a row, but unless you're actually cutting the opposition open, what's the point in having 35 passes?
I mean, that's the criticism of modern football right now, is because everyone's mimicked Pep basically with these like million passes and possession styles. So.
Yeah, they call it FIFA football.
FIFA football.
And I don't like FIFA.
I don't know if that's FIFA football. That's more like.
Oh wait! Chance! Score! Oh no! What minute? Wow. What game are you watching? What minute are you on? Are you watching the same game I am?
Yeah.
I'm on 5-13 dead, and now they're at the other end.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Vinicius.
I just saw it.
Tried to turn him inside out. Oh. No, referee says get up. All right, cool, fair enough. That was close.
Ooh, get up. Ooh, that was close though. That was close.
Both sides.
That was close. Yeah, both sides. Yeah.
Interesting game so far, but I don't think either side's playing with particular quality. No. And I'm not being funny. We've chopped Madrid open so many times right now, but we just lacking that shot. Oh, hang on. No, I thought Mark Guiu was behind him. Is Arsenal not playing today?
That's tomorrow.
Oh, is it tomorrow? Okay.
It's tomorrow in the afternoon, which is. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, it is quiet.
I don't know.
It's very quiet. But I don't mind.
People will show up at various times. I mean, people got lives too. It's on. People got lives too.
Well, I'm not being funny. Yeah, at the minute it's midnight, past on a weekday.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was just the three of us the whole night. But there you go.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll follow my team. That's it. Barcelona versus Milan starts soon.
Sometimes it's nicer too, but I mean, it just depends. But
well, to be honest, like
People
Bargav,
are.
I'm good with Bargav. I can talk with Bargav all day long. So we're both pretty intelligent. So we kind of bounce off of each other in that regard. So
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
good,
I'm saying.
and I'm not being funny. It is a late one, to be honest.
I mean, hey, feel our pain feel our pain every once in a while.
Well, dude, I'm not being funny. Whatever you guys have to do for football, we have to do for UFC. Remember that.
Oh yeah, I mean that's true. That's true. That's true.
So it flips.
Yeah, it does slip. Yeah, UFC, and also the big boxing fights too. They're in Vegas.
Yep. We always have to go by your time. So yeah, exactly. It has been quieter tonight, babe, but as that Bargav said, it's all good. Hopefully you're good.
So we got let's see, Rudiger, Militao, Vasquez, Lucas Vasquez, and then Fran Garcia.
Yeah, Frank Garcia.
That's
Modric.
oof.
Modric, Martins. Who was the other one? I just looked at it. Rodrigo, Diaz, Vinicius.
Ceballos. Ceballos.
Danny Salabayos, yeah. The guy
Ceballos.
you guys had on loan. The
Yeah,
Madrid loan.
he's an interesting case, honestly, but
Mm.
it did not work out at Arsenal. I'll tell you that much. But
Well, at one point he was like the next best thing, and then I don't know
well,
what happened.
what happened was like it was a really rough time Arsenal wise. So it was like the Ozil thing, everything. So he had one good game, and then everybody hyped him up to be like, oh, he could replace Ozil, and then never happened.
No,
Like
yeah.
like. But there's a lot of people in our fan base
Oh,
exactly like that.
Madrid. It's what? Oh, they missed.
I'm seeing it.
Oh no, it was offside. I think that
Wow.
was so close.
What's that guy? What's that guy's name? It's I think that's
What?
Giu. Like is that his name?
Oh, right, Mark Guy, the striker for us at the
Oh
front.
no. Sorry. That's is that Diaz? Yeah, that is. I think that is.
Yeah,
That's
Diaz.
Diaz.
Diaz is the one up front for Madrid. I said that to you already.
He's not exactly a striker though. It's like I know he plays there, but like.
Well, neither is Nkuku.
Well, no, I mean that one's more. One's more though. Like.
Yeah,
One.
one's a number 10. Kuku's more number 10. Or a secondary striker, if you want to call him that.
It's a good game though.
It is actually a good game. Surprisingly, actually, it is entertaining so far. It's end to end at the moment. Not something I particularly cherish as a Chelsea fan, because obviously it's my defence being split open. Oh, wow. See, this is just like, I don't know what it is. Like, in this particular game, they're playing, it's like 2 and 3 at one touch, and then just quick passes in behind. Because both defences are pushing up. So they're just trying to play in behind along the floor all the time. Which has made it entertaining, actually, because it's been like a bit in Madrid, but Madrid's chances made me slightly look more dangerous.
It's that Madrid way though. They look at those runs that they make at that in the attack though. Like just the way that they make their runs. It's like they're always looking to
Here
make
you go,
those
in
runs.
again.
Yeah, they're always looking to make those runs.
Oh no! Oh, he passed it. Overdone it. Overcooked it. Oh, it's still 1-0 Madrid.
Hey, big up DJ Crane. Oh my god!
Big up DJ
Oh my
Crane.
god! Oh my
Big up
god!
the Wolfman. Yeah, it was awful. Clemente
That's
defending.
awful. That's awful.
That's what I told you. I'm not happy with this ping pongness. But then again, it's nothing what I expected.
See, that's the one thing Madrid do really, really well. Getting in behind.
What did I tell you about earlier on about how the back four
that.
became a back three, and then they start to exploit the wide positions? What did I say that? Did I not say that?
You did say that.
Well, thank you. Thank you for proving me right. Oh Lord, you need to adapt your system, Enzo. It's not gonna work. Not with the players you've got.
You know, some people like the way they think about football. It's like the systems don't matter. You guys still got to pick up your runners, regardless of what the system is.
No. But the thing is,
it's the starting position. That's what the system.
No. Ask any Chelsea fan that'll tell you this. The way this squad's been built over the last 3, 4, 5 years, it's designed to play with 5 at the back.
Oh yeah, but that's like a lot of because we were supposed to play 5 at the back last year, but Timber's injury kind of killed that one.
Well, to be honest, there's nothing wrong with playing five at the back, but the thing is, the because they invert, you end up with defenders who are central defenders, almost defending on the wings,
Yeah.
and you can see they're completely out of their depth.
Oh yeah, because you need the right you need the right mix of pace for that one.
Well, it's not even that you said about
Recover quick.
earlier. Eat right, right. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate what you're saying about stick to the system and make it work. But at the end of the day, long story short, you also have to adapt to the players that you've got.
Yeah, you got to. You got to. I mean,
And I'm not being funny. You can tell as well because when Chelsea we're in Madrid's half. You can see there's just three Chelsea players in our half, three. So
yeah,
all
but
Madrid have to do is just counter us, and there's tons of space.
oh yeah, but I still stay. Your defense is. I don't know. I don't think it's as leaky as what United used to be, though. United used to be the leakiest
No,
defense
no,
I've
no,
ever
no.
seen.
Considering we were the best defensive team in the Premier League at one point, having anyone
Oh
above,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that was something I was quite proud of actually being a defender myself. Defensively, we were the
yeah.
best team in England for a very, very, very,
Very long
very,
time.
very long time.
Sterling. But here's the thing. Here's the thing with your team. So Sterling's biggest strength is getting in behind, right? Pretty
Mm-hmm.
much. Madueke's biggest skill is getting in behind.
Mm-hmm. They
In
don't play
Kuku's
direct.
skill,
They don't play direct enough for that. That's the point. That's what I said
yeah,
to you earlier. They're not direct enough.
they're not direct enough.
It's again something I said to you a little while ago, isn't it? About that's what I liked about Madueke. He's direct. The thing is, that's what we need. We need a direct.
Yeah.
I do think. Don't get me wrong. I do think that Mark Gee is going to be. He's an interesting talent there, but I'm not being funny. He's not a physical specimen. He's not going to harass two centre backs.
See, I
He'll.
thought. See the player I really thought was gonna do that was Broja.
Well, he might still be able to. He's only 22, but he had a bad
Yeah,
injury.
he did have a bad injury.
And I'm not being funny. One thing about it is, it seems that with Chelsea nowadays, we take interest in everyone's youngsters except our own.
I don't know, man. This whole youth obsession is
Well, to be honest, we've already done this youth thing with the when we won the Champions League. About 8 of those
yeah,
players were homegrown Chelsea. Tomori, you had
yeah.
Chalobah, Ethan Christensen was counted as it. Who else? You had Reece James, Mount, blah blah blah, Gilmore, blah 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 blah.
I mean, that was the biggest complaint because if you're gonna go youth anyway, how are you gonna replace the youth that have already won something?
Well, the thing is that was the key. The thing is, with the Tammy though, and Tammy Abraham as well, with that lot,
Oh
they
yeah,
kind of come
that's another
through
one.
Chelsea winning, the UEFA Youth Cup, etc., etc. That was already all you had to do really was bring them as a group and put them into the first, and that's pretty much
Yeah.
what Lampard did. To be fair to him, when he got the transfer ban, but then everything kind of
Oh,
went, and we got rid of Tammy Abraham to sign Lukaku, and that's really
mm.
where our striker problem started.
Yeah, that was a nice shot, but
Nah, DJ Crane, bro, you're still there somehow. Even though he shouldn't be. But he'll be gone by the end of the window. Conor Gallagher's gone. So
yeah, that's an interesting one. I mean, we were talking about this yesterday. It's so his transfer value is like supposedly 50 million. I'm like, how?
no, it's
Uh,
no.
with the contract, it's probably 35. But
Maybe with a fresh contract, because that's what Benjamin Sisko did. He signed a fresh contract with the intent of still leaving, but the idea that RB Leipzig were going to get more money for him.
yeah, Sesko, yeah,
Tesco, sorry.
he's another person. I mean, I don't know about him yet. He's still like a work in progress. That one, Sesko.
Any player that's 22, 23 is a work in progress.
But this is what I was talking about. Is like this whole obsession with youth around the whole around it's all around world football. It's like
Well,
what happened to experience? What
I
happened
tell
to
you what,
experience?
the rest of world football must be loving what's happening in England because when they're buying overpriced and
Oh
inflated,
yeah,
and when they're selling cheap.
yeah. It's like two different markets.
Yeah, exactly. If it's like this weird obsession that if you come to the Premier League and you somehow for some strange reason don't become a star, that you're no good, and that's not the case.
See, that's the thing. It's like the one thing. All right, so I think I told you this. Like yes, 27 million. We should have ran it. We should have took it, right? It's just like the Prem clubs
Oh,
at
you
some
mean
point.
with Nketiah? You mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, go on.
But at the same time, with these Prem clubs have to like stand firm a little bit. Otherwise, every single English player is gonna get sold for
Well,
peanuts, basically.
well, I'm not being disrespectful to you, Bargav, and as an Arsenal fan, but I'm not being funny. Arsenal have always been a bad
Oh
selling
yeah,
club
yeah.
anyway, so I'm not being funny. Like 27 mil for Eddie, I'm not being funny. Are you gonna get more than that for him?
So
Because Eddie is not worth 27. That's not it. That's almost if you
that's the same as Smith Rowe, though.
that's
The same
almost
as Smith Rowe.
5 mil a goal that you got because he scored 5 goals for you lot last season. That's almost 5 mil a goal.
Yeah, 27 is 27. You should have probably ran with it, but it's also a weird one because I thought Palace would be in for him. Uh, I, in a way, I think like, it's about like 30. Like a couple years ago, I think it would have been like 30 million. I think they're starting to like
Wait, and how
deflate
much
those
did you
markers.
guys get rid of ESR for?
27.
27. You got rid of ESR for 27,
I
and
think
this
he's worth.
time,
I think he's worth more. I think he's
wait,
worth more.
this time last year we offered you 40. But it's
Yeah,
all right though. You turned that down, and we bought Cole Palmer.
I think Nketiah was offered. Somebody offered. I don't know what it was. I think Leeds offered like I forgot what Leeds offered. Nketiah
30
a few
mil,
years
wasn't it? I
ago.
think that was last season.
Yeah.
So the beginning of last, that was supposed to be 30 mil from Leeds. Yeah, I remember that. But that was just paper talk, I think. Because I'm not being funny. Why would Leeds buy Eddie?
Yeah, I mean, from their perspective, it's like they need somebody in England who can be their striker for a long period of time. But see, West Ham's an interesting one because they got full crew, right? And I think they spent like
Mm-hmm.
how much did they spend? Like was it like 45 or I think it was closer to
Something like that.
full crew. How much was
Oh,
full?
look. All the freedom of the wings.
Yeah.
Oh, they've cut through us again. Oh, they've got to run the goalkeeper. And it's 2-0. Like I didn't see that one coming. Enzo, you need to
Yeah,
adapt your
so
system.
you need to uh, the defender like did the defender basically quit on that play.
Yeah, because it's a centre back playing wide.
The hell, like
It's called being in no man's land. Because look, who's that? That's Levy Colwell, essentially at right back.
yeah.
But don't worry, trust the process.
Trust the process.
Fuck you. This is stupid, man. Adapt. Use your brain as a coach. You're getting exposed wide. Use your brain as a coach. This is why I don't rate any modern manager. Any. Compared
Actually,
to the ones that was been before, you lot are crap.
Fulkrug
Maybe
was also 27. But
sad.
I think that's due to age, though. I think for some reason, how is like so he's like what 28? I don't even know if that's because strikers seem to get better like with age, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's because they get more experienced
See,
and
that's
they
why I'm
learn.
like that's why I like this whole like obsession with youth. Oh, we gotta buy youth. We gotta buy youth.
Yeah,
You know,
well, no. That's the clubs, the fans. That's very much anti-fan. That whole youth
yeah,
obsession thing and buying. The thing is, right? The age of the superstar signings is dead because of the way financial fair play rules and stuff are going. Because it's and this is one thing that realistically, if you're supposedly in the know, then you would know that because of the wage and bill caps and stuff that are coming in football to
yeah.
give everyone else a chance. I'm not being funny. You could argue Chelsea are probably just getting into the market early and good before everyone else does it. But at the same time, we've made enough money now where we can splash out on maybe one star. Because I'm not being.
That's the same thing with that's the same criticism for Arsenal.
Nah. You ain't. In terms of selling, bro, you ain't made more money than Chelsea. I guarantee when it comes to profit
No,
sales of players,
no. But what I'm
chalk
saying
and
is like
cheese.
the way like our fans go on about like we have a
Mm.
complete team, they can play multiple positions. So then why not just invest in one
No. Well,
really
in
quality
terms of
player?
Arsenal's case,
Yeah,
you
like
were
one really
promised
quality
world
player.
class players, and really, okay, Declan Rice. I like Declan, but he's not world class yet. He's still plenty of mistakes in him. And you were promised world class players when you got back into the Champions League. The
Yeah,
thing is, well, one thing about Arsenal is with you guys, if it was just managed a little bit better, you guys will just. You still need, hang on, a striker, but I think with your team, It's the same old. Isn't you've always been maybe 2 or 3 players away from a title win, and that's still the same thing.
Yeah,
Because, for example, you got rid of ESR just now. For example, there's no way if I'm looking to push for a title, even if he's a squad player, I'm keeping that guy because, like you said, he's versatile and he's actually quite good. And the thing
yeah.
is, it's sad. Only striker I've ever seen in his late bloomer was the Natali man.
I mean, I don't
Started
know.
cooking at 30 years old.
Benzema was a late bloomer.
No, Benzema wasn't a late bloomer. Benzema stopped sacrificing his game for Ronaldo and became the main man. That's why in his autobiography, Ronaldo even said, "My favorite player to play with was Benzema because of his lack of selfishness. He done the same job I did, but he allowed me to not allowed, but he let me have the spotlight because he was the main man at Madrid." So and
Yeah,
Benzema just got because I'm not being funny. If you know about Benzema before he went to Leon, from Leon to Barcelona, Real Madrid, excuse me, it was Leon, wasn't it?
yeah. It was
All that
Leon. Yeah.
time ago, yeah. Then you knew
Those are
he was
dark
good at.
days. Those are
Yeah,
dark days.
no, it wasn't really the dark days because I'm not being funny. How many French strikers have had their dark days? Giroud, Anelka, Benzema. Benzema and Anelka, particularly for France internationally. Ooh, they've had problems. But to be honest, they're good players.
No,
You
they're
wouldn't
good
say
players,
Anelka
man.
was rubbish, and you definitely wouldn't say Benzema was rubbish because they're class players. And see what I mean about Madrid adapting now. Now they're going down the right hand side. They've slowly. That's what Ancelotti's done. He's slowly
Yeah.
adapted to the way they're playing, and now they're just picking us apart on the wide positions. How can I see this, and I'm not a paid football coach, and you can't? It's easy to see. You're getting overloaded on the wide positions. It's easy to see. Come on, Enzo, man. Adapt. This is why Conte, when he first came to the Premier League, he made sure that the wings were rammed. A lot of people say, like, I'd love to see Conte for maybe defensive, but at least we wouldn't be leaking like a broken tap. Strikers in their 30s that were quite good. Crespo was good in his 30s. Felipe Inzaghi was good in his 30s. Dreco wasn't bad in his. Hey, Dreco moved twice in his 30s, if I remember correctly. Edin Dzeko, because he Roma
Yeah.
and Inter, right? So
Sheko
there's
was a
been
player, man. Sheko was a player.
he was a good Edin Dzeko, great player, man. I remember when City bought him, I was so pissed off. I was like, this
Uh,
guy could even.
Diego Forlan. Diego Forlan was good.
Yeah, Villarreal, yeah, late bloomer, another one.
Um,
Del Piero, Del Piero, Del Piero, 30. Bro, at 24 he was good. At 34 he was good. Del
what
P.
a, I mean, I used to love Falcao. I liked Falcao.
Falcao injuries got him, but he had
Yeah,
a bit.
injuries got
Oh
him. Yeah.
mate, I swear, like that night, Atletico Madrid versus Chelsea when he scored that hat trick against us, I was like, damn man, this guy's really,
Yeah.
really, really good, and it's a shame how his injuries went. It
Yeah,
really is.
Falcao. Yeah.
I felt sorry for that guy because he went to Monaco and he found himself again, but then
Yeah. Yeah.
it just fell apart again. I don't know how or why.
Falcao, Zlatan, like all of them. I mean, it was just
No,
different.
Zlatan never fell off. He was just
No,
the
he
only,
never fell
he
off.
just kept on moving from club to club. That was that he was really entrenched in Juve when he first got there, but when it all went wrong with the strip Scudettos and all that, like that, he just became
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
journeyman.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, he may have loved certain coaches and all that kind of thing, but actually stuck to a club, not really. He was never there more than a club. Maybe PSG, but
Did
everybody
he
else.
stay?
I think he was there for about 5 years, right? He was
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
PSG for
Yeah.
about five
Yeah.
years. Great player, though, Zlatan. One of the best ever.
There's a lot of good. That's the thing. There was just
Technical
so many.
all-round ability, yeah, and the fact of that guy had flexibility for a big guy, man.
But what do you think is killing it though? Like, what do you think is it like? Because these guys have the biggest. Because not to be funny, but like they have the most today's generation has the biggest information, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, of any generation, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's, I mean, they have. There's so much stuff on YouTube. YouTube wasn't a thing like this.
Mm-hmm.
But the way I was growing up too. I mean, catching it now, but like they have the most information. They have the access to the resources is just way different. What is it
Mm-hmm.
like that's not that's low that the quality's still not that high?
The reason why, and I'll be real, and I think this is part of it. The reason why quality for footballers is not, in terms of the way they are as players, the quality isn't high because the discipline isn't as good. And let me explain, right?
Yeah.
I'll give an example. Someone like Jadon Sancho, right? Technically a good player. On his day, can change a game, has ability, can use his left and right foots. In the 80s, do you think this guy would even get in a team? No.
Probably not. Probably not. No.
Because if you're dealing with managers like Ferguson, Clough, Wenger, whatever, you're turning up late to training every day. You're going. You're getting fight. Off you
Yeah.
go. I'm not being funny. Under Fergie's tenure, they got rid of some of the best players they had, like Van Nistelrooy and all that. Because literally, when you fell out, that's it. You were gone, mate. And the problem is because modern football is a pampered to so much, right? Compared to how because back in the day, footballers, you played football because you love football, not because you were paid extremely well. Because some of
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
guys, that should have been a goal. We missed another one. I don't know. I'm not sure how close he was to get into that. But Sterling, you need to be dropped. You need to be dropped. You should have put us 1-0 ahead and you fucked up.
Yeah, but
I'm
like
not.
discipline's an interesting thing because, like, at that same time, you'd think you'd hire coaches to keep you accountable with the
It's
amount of
not
money that
that.
they have.
It's not that. With money comes ego,
Yeah,
and
but
with money also comes attention. Now, the problem is, are they training players now to be better athletes or better players?
I mean, better athletes, but
Right. So if I train you, say we have 10 training sessions a week. If I spend 7 or 8 of them doing training, cardio, gym, and only 2 actual football tactical sessions with you, you know what I mean? Like, is that going to make you a better player or a better athlete?
only 2 sessions. It's got to be more than that. But
No, because sometimes they do, right? Because as far as I know, right, when it comes down to, like, when we had that discussion
yeah,
about a couple of weeks ago about South American players, and
that's
we're
true.
saying about how because these guys play futsal as some of their main like go to football, like because for example in England, if you want to play football on a regular basis and you weren't amateur or semi-amateur or professional, you would play Sunday league. If you were just trying to play football every week or whatever else in Brazil, you'd probably play futsal
Yeah, and beach soccer.
and beat soccer. So your
Yeah.
control, both feet, is going to be generally speaking a lot better than what it is from a guy in England. But the thing is, not many. Like, let me ask you a question, and this is a great example. Arteta is a good coach. Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
just say, for example, at Arsenal, Arteta is a good coach. Why is it Saka still has no right foot?
that's a good point. Same thing. Same reason Martinelli it only has one side too.
Yeah, better. Well, I'm not being funny. Martinelli, I don't know what happened to that guy last season.
I
That
think
guy,
it was just. I think it was just injured. I think it was just injured. He didn't look himself like last year.
because to be honest, I actually think one of your I think Odegaard had a good season last season, but in patches.
Yeah, but the thing is with him, the system's built around him, so like he's gonna have a good season just based on how the system's built.
Well, yeah, because it's there to make him look good. I
It's
hear
it's
what you
it's there to make him look good. Like I mean,
go direct. What's all this 10 passing stuff? Hey,
hey,
please! Oh
what
no!
the?
Please tell me that counts. We
Yeah,
scored a
that counts.
goal.
That counts. That counts. Yeah, that's nice.
Number 11. Was that in Cuckoo? That's not in Cuckoo, is it? He's
Midweek.
number 10. No, it's Madwiki. Yeah, I should have noticed that really because of the headband.
Uh, Chelsea fans going crazy.
Well, I'm not being funny. We have been opening this Madrid team up as well. It's just our attack has been well off. Bad defending from Madrid as well.
That's just one of those ones you just get caught
Uh,
out. That's just one of those ones you get caught out.
yeah, it's poor defending though. The build-up play though from Chelsea wasn't
Well,
bad, but I can see how playing regularly in this sort of way, we're gonna give the ball away a lot.
I mean, give it up to Enzo, I guess. Picked it up.
But anyway, going back to what we were saying, so
Yeah.
like we were talking about the market wise, and it's just why is it that if you come to it, like you have to be in England, you get bought at extravagant prices, but you get sold at ridiculously cheap ones. And the funny thing is, the joke thing was, we sold our captain for 35 mil.
Well, there's two parts to this. There's two parts to this, right? Like, I think one of it is like teams are going to be worth. So a lot of the players that you got that English teams discard, they're going to be worth way more to like other. They're going to be worth way more to like other teams in terms of like the because they'll get more out of them because of coaching and etc.
Well, I'm not being
So
funny. A good example with Trevor Chalobah would be a very good player that's not being used
not
because,
being yeah.
well, for whatever reason. Because I'm not being funny. For what I've seen of Trevor Chalobah compared to Diassi, Badashil, even Levi Colwell at times, he's better than the other three.
With England, I think it's like you buy up like really you buy up like players that like that shoot into the scene. I guess I don't know. It's like a
the next best thing,
the next best
marketable
thing,
guy. The
the next
marketable guy.
marketable because you're playing that game of like getting marketing dollars.
Yeah. My team's fucked, man.
Because I swear, like I mean, all right. So Calafiore, look at Calafiore, right? Like I mean, people went bananas over this guy, right? Like I mean, now the thing with him, I don't think he's a bad player, but but you still have to prove it, right? But you know, he's such a marketable signing though for a multitude of reasons. Um, look at all when you look at all the signings that we've had, it's like they appeal to the fan base. It's like it's crazy. I pointed this out like a while back. So Rafinha a couple years ago, everybody wanted him. Now all of a sudden, nobody wants him.
When
Like,
he left
how did
Leeds,
he? What did he exactly do? Like to be
wait,
like?
that's the thing. That's the thing, though. But when you can look, Coutinho went through the same thing when he went for Barcelona.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because when he left Barcelona to go to Barcelona, he was like 140 mil signing. Then he ended up being loaned out. I swear, they loaned him to Bayern Munich, and in the Champions League, when bloody Bayern Munich thumped them, was it like 5-1 or whatever? I swear he scored twice. So it was,
Coutinho was a player at Liverpool. I mean, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was a good player, but the thing is, because Messi was there, he was never going to get the central position he desired. He was always going to be banged out left. That's the problem. Well, that's what I never understood about them signing Coutinho. You signed a guy that predominantly plays through the middle, but you've already got a guy that plays predominantly through the middle in Messi, and you're never going to make space for anyone else until the day he leaves. So what's the point? Barcelona, over the last 10 years, you can tell Barcelona were going to fall apart because they were making something like Griezmann. What other players that play centrally? There was no point in them signing Coutinho, Griezmann, because he looked lost at Barcelona as well. Griezmann, he could look shadow of the player at Madrid.
I mean, Felix, but they play him out wide.
While seeing it. No, Messi doesn't suck. Messi's a very, very good player. And you can understand Barcelona's utter loyalty to him because, to be honest, that's why it was Messi FC for about 5 years. Is realistically, when Neymar, Suarez, and all them lot left, and they stopped winning all the European Cups and stuff, Messi was the only thing they had. That was their big. Oh, we are Barcelona. We are Messi FC. We got the greatest player of all time for us. All that kind of jazz. Marketing, like Bargav said.
But the thing that Barca really messed up is like the signings they got with the Neymar money. That's what they messed up. That's what Barca really messed up because they gave so many big deals out.
And how Barcelona never got done for financial fair play. There must have been a bribe somewhere.
Yeah, it's a massive club though. No. It's gargantuan.
They still are hundreds of millions in debt.
Like
so
the amount of
I want to know what even.
No, everybody's 100. Everybody's about like 75 million in debt. Like every year, it's like 75 million. I mean, everybody makes like losses. Everybody in the Prem makes losses.
Philippe Nolan was backed by Qatar and UNICEF, greatest cheats of all time. Well, there is some. Hear what you're saying, DJ, because there is some logic to that because of Qatar and whatever. We had a World Cup in the middle of the season. Oh, by the way, no surprise that after that World Cup, everyone in their respective leagues starts tearing limbs and ligaments and all that kind of thing. No surprise there, though. But they're marketable characters. They're not real people, man. They're seen like bots in Fortnite. You know what I mean? They'll just keep on going as long as you hit the restart button. You know. It's a shame what they do to modern footballers in terms of their body or tear them apart. Hey, we're in again. I gave the ball away.
Yeah, you just ran into him.
Mm.
But I think the
Still
ball.
better though.
But I think it was a bad decision though to get. It's a bad decision to give him the ball. Though.
See, look at this space. Yeah, see, bar Gav, right? Look at this. Right on the
counter. Yeah.
There's no what. This is the thing I hate about systems that rely on being so narrow. They literally carry the ball all the way down our left flank from box to box. That will come to haunt you later.
Yeah.
Because when it matters,
you legit have 5 at the back at the moment. You legit have 5.
No. But the two wide players are inverted, so they're going into the central positions and leaving all that space. Here you go. I wouldn't be surprised if they scored again, because the problem is and this is how I see it as a defender. You've got 3 wide centre backs essentially up the pitch. You've got one over here, one over there, one over there, right?
Yeah.
When you have runners, even if you're against 2 or 3 runners, because you've got 3 centre backs so far apart, not only on the ball have you got someone where has lots of space to run into because he's got the channels to pick from and go one-on-one with either of them. And let's be real about this. If this is a pacey player like someone like Vinicius, if they beat them one-on-one straight away, they're in. There is no centre back behind them to cover them because they're all pushed up. There's no defensive cover.
Yeah. Because that's the thing Madrid do so well. It's the runners.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing is, like I said, you can tell that Carlo Ancelotti's had a word in the ear after a little while and just go down the wide positions, because that's what majority Madrid have done. They've gone down the wide position till it gets our final third, and then they pop it into the bottom. Oh, we got a break on here.
Oh, you got a break on, yeah.
Yeah, no, let's sweeping it up though. Oh, he's doing all right though. He did good. He did well, but he did have 2 of them on him. Now Madwiki, I like, but I still think we need to get rid of Sterling.
Nico I don't know. Williams. He's an interesting character, Sterling. That's somebody great for coming off the bench though. That's somebody great for coming.
Big up my brother in blue and crime. Big up JPT. He'll be doing Blues Brothers with me tomorrow. Hope you are well, brother. I did send you the link in case you could drop on. Hopefully you're doing your thing with your missus and the family, and hope everything's well, brother. Hope you're good. You are sorely missed.
What'd you make?
I haven't got no one to suffer with.
What'd you make of Alvarez going for like 82 million?
So fucking glad we didn't buy him. Is this Gusto injury looking serious? It is at the moment because he's stayed down, JPT, at the minute, and he's clapping. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Big up the missus. Whose? I mean JPT. Okay, yeah. Let's say wait. Big up the missus. I think he means that. I think he means that literally. Giggity. Giggity. Yeah, but hopefully Gusto will be alright. I don't understand how we got that. Cucurella must be back by now. How comes he's not playing?
Is he still doing commercials?
Might still be making rap tunes.
Yeah, like.
And you can tell Ben Chilwell's done as well, because even though we've had that guy at the back, we ain't even seen that guy.
What is it, like a glass?
Yeah, I call him Ben Glass Chilwell.
He's turning into like Kolasinac.
Well, actually, I'd say Kolasinac is a fucking better player than him. I liked Kolasinac.
So I think towards the end, I think it was just bad coaching that the decision making just went. But
like you said, there's just certain players that don't get along with certain coaches.
Because he was, I think he was good for like 1 season, but then it's like
you may well ask, where's Palmer?
Oh yeah.
I know where Conor Gallagher's going. I know where he's gone off to Atletico Madrid. I know where's Palmer, where's Chilwell, where's Cucurella, where's Jackson.
Oh, so you have Inter next. Play
What makes me
Inter.
laugh is we got like 40 first team players, and I don't even know where half of them are. Sorry, 39 with Connor going. My bad. Anyone need a goalkeeper? We've got plenty at Chelsea, you know.
So is the Charity Shield this weekend?
I think it was. I thought it was next weekend.
No, because
Bargav, how do you see Arsenal doing the first 5 games? Villa,
uh,
Spurs, City away.
I'm gonna be honest. Like currently, like the so our first 5 games are what? Like I forget. Like the first 5 games. So it's Villa Spurs City away.
Mm.
Um, I'm not gonna lie to you. I see a little
He's
bit of
confident.
a
He's quietly confident. He's
yeah.
quietly confident. Yeah,
All right,
that's what he's gonna say. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sorry.
I don't know because I don't know. It's hard. I don't think we're gonna steamroll people, but we're gonna have to ease into the season. I think personally.
Well, you got payback in mind with Villa.
Oh, Villa's gonna be a difficult one because
Because
did you see?
Emery's the.
So they're linked with Jao Felix supposedly, which is they've made some moves. They've made some
Bro,
moves
why would they sign Felix? That doesn't make any sense considering you've already
because
got
because
Leon Bailey in them lot.
because Atletico is like Atletico wants to get rid of him.
Well,
He
they're
doesn't
not
fit the
showing.
system.
They're not showing that if they're just banging out 80 million for Alvarez. That guy ain't worth 80 million, but that will hurt City later, by the way, because he was a good squad player for them.
Yeah. So Alvarez just didn't want to stay in. Alvarez didn't want to stay in. Manchester. That's the reason he's going. Like, that's why he got to move to Madrid. It's kind of
Well, that's
crazy.
right. He's going to a manager will get the best out of him.
Yeah, this whole Mikel Marino thing is another one. It's another. For me, it's like we need what? Who's good? Because we have the Champions League this year, and like we're gonna have to play. I think we have to play. I think we have to play 5 teams before like the knockouts. So that's gonna be tough.
Well, no. If it's the new league format, you got to play 13 games.
No, I don't think it's 13 games.
Yes, it is because it goes into a league, and
No,
that
I thought it
league
was
will
16
get
more games.
categorized. No. This will be the new Champions League format. It's going to go into a league system, and you got to play 13 games. I
Yeah,
think.
And those European teams are a lot more prepared. There's a lot of killers in these.
Oh yeah,
In
and
this
they
one.
haven't got as many fixtures as well. But by the way, because most European leagues have only 3 competitions, England you have 4. So yeah,
I mean, because last year Porto definitely exposed us. I mean, that was our level last year. So like, how is it
yeah,
that
you guys got exposed many times. Look when you lost to someone
Bayern?
else in the Champions League. No, it was
Oh,
PSV. Was it PSV?
no, not it was
Someone beat you
Lens,
2-0.
Lens.
Yeah, was it Lon? Someone beat you 2-0, I think. They
Yeah,
beat you 2-0, right?
they overloaded our midfield and Wahi just took us apart.
The heartbreaking thing about the Bayern thing for you guys was it wasn't the normal kind of slap that Bayern Munich would give you guys, but it was one of those ones where you could tell in the second game
I mean, their
you were
fans got banned.
you were never in it.
Their fans got banned the first game. The second game, it's like we didn't take advantage of that. The
See,
second
look,
game,
here you go. Oh yeah, the Champions League runs into January this year, so you're going to have to play 13 games before you even get to the knockout stages. Trust me, mate. It's all about this. It's all about fuck players' health, fuck their welfare. We'll just get a many games, names. Yep. Hey, I did. If you Prime, I did leave the link in Thingy's
yeah,
channel. If you want to join with us, bro, I know the communication. I was saying that to Bargav, brother. Our defense. I know you like Enzo, and I'm not criticizing him too bad yet. But damn, our defensive structure is bad. The communication between our defenses is 0. Defense as a whole has been shit. Johnson for that second goal came out, stopped, then came out. He shouldn't either stayed or came out. You're absolutely right. It's decision making, but at the same time, considering our centre backs are almost in wide positions, in like left and right backs positions, it's big Carlo, man. He's just exploiting that flank every time. No, Notorious. What's up, Prime? big up E. Ross in the building as well, mate. Hope you're doing well, sir. Big up, brother, every time. Yep, you too, brother. I hope you're doing quite well on your Wednesday evening or night even. But yeah, big up the Notorious Prime. Sub to this guy as well. I'm going to put his channel as well in the chat, please, if you have a moment. He's a very, very nice guy. He's one of my blues brothers. And he's definitely a guy I call a friend. So, very knowledgeable fellow. Big up. Well, then again, if you watch my channel, you'd know that because he's on it quite regularly. Big up Notorious Prime.
Wait, so hold on. So there'll be 4 games at home and 4 games away. So that's so there's 2 more games than last year. Yeah, there's 2 more games than last year. And then yeah, so but the thing is with that is like we got exposed. So like some of those teams are not easy in the Champions League.
Well, they're not supposed to be. That's why it's the Champions League.
It is, but like people dismiss. It used to be that like they used to dismiss certain teams, but it's last year was really competitive. 2 years ago was really competitive, and then that's going to be a nightmare to manage. So I mean, because last year we had one of the easier groups. Like we should have been. The only reason we got that is because Juventus got like deductions or something. I think Juventus got like deductions or something. So
you know what? Yeah, I knew she was lurking in the back somewhere, and now she's up. Big up, Rosie. Hope you're doing well. I think she's touching 170 on her subscribers, I think. So everybody, if you can, drop Rosie a subscribe. Let me find her channel. Where's that mad looking? Oh, I've got so many channels in my subscriptions.
That's normal. It's just you got to.
Bro,
you probably got some that you watch like.
No, I to be honest, anyone I'm subscribed to, and you can ask my missus on this, she'll back me up. I'll actually try and watch whenever I can. But the thing is, I do have a lot to do a lot of the time. So, Rosie the legend, big up, young lady. Okay, whoopsie daisy to the Scot. Glad there's no Mexicans on tonight's show. Oh no! Don't start all that again. JPT's not here. He's cutting someone's grass. No, I'm kidding. It's alright. I can make that joke because as my own racial roots, I'm supposed to be a potato farmer. So, all good in the hood. He's clipping the grass. I'm clipping the potatoes. Big up, Bargav. What are you talking about? Something about Champions League and Juve?
No, I think that was last year. Like we got the easier draw last year.
Oh no, he's trying to say that the run they had in the Champions League until they got to Bayern was reasonably easy. Notorious.
Oh yeah, because we could have because we avoided like all the top teams last year. Like because we got Sevilla because they were in that they were in the top draw. But
me too, potato farming. Yeah, exactly. All right, on your tractor. All right, we're cutting the potatoes. But anyway, Bargav, on the first half, tell me, brother, what's your thoughts?
Actually, it was a surprisingly good game. I mean, you weren't expecting this either, but like it's we were talking about this. I think it could have been like 2-2. Honestly, it could have been 2-2. There was some. It was end to end, but I think like Madrid was making the runs in behind, and I think like you were saying, your defense was getting ripped apart. They were able to get out wide. They were able to do a lot of stuff. Chelsea had Madueke has probably been your best player.
I'd say that's fair.
Madueke has been your best player. Sterling's been hit or miss. I mean,
yeah, Enzo, he should have scored that header.
I guess give it to Enzo for his assist. I don't know. I don't know. There's something missing, man. There's definitely like you feel like you're ramping up intensity though. I guess that's the positive.
Not intensity. It's not the intensity that bothers me. It's the lack of quality.
Much.
Because one thing about it, one thing I used to hate, because one thing about it is with Chelsea, right? Even in our heyday when we had Lampard and them, we weren't particularly fast in how we broke teams down, but we did it incisively and cleanly. Now we just run up the other end of the pitch as fast as we can, and it sometimes doesn't work.
Headless chicken football.
Well, I called it high risk, low reward football the other day on my watch along with JPT, because one thing about it is, like I've said, I do appreciate, if it's used properly, how you could expose the opposition in terms of if you could find a way to play through them. But it's one of those ones where when you actually watch it against any team of equal size, well, I'm not being funny, there's a lot bigger and stronger teams than us out there at the moment. Yeah, you're playing with fire because they're going to burn you. That's just my opinion. But I'm not being funny. Bargav will back me up. Virtually everything I said in the first half that could go wrong did go wrong.
Wait, so the sun's setting here, so basically that's why it's getting darker. I'll eventually turn the light on, but
yeah. So, bro, I ain't seen the sun all day. Even when it was daytime, it was raining. Rosie, I've been busy, says Notorious. You've been cooking up a storm again, Ross. Latimus, it's okay. I'm not the police. You can be busy as long as you're well. That's all that matters. Yes, she is the police. She used to sit there with Sting. Every round you break, every lie you fake, I'll be watching you. Gotta get your Sting in there. I was just going to ask you, Rosie, been taking a break past few days because the wife has been substituting for me. Okay. Big up Eros Mrs. Miss Ross.
So it's 2-1. It's 2-1 in the other game.
Yeah, I'm just seeing the goal. Have you seen some of the goals
Yeah.
that they're showing during the highlights? There's been some rockets, you know. That one, who's that in the red? Who was that in the red 17? I called him that because that was the kid. I didn't see who it was. I was talking. Oh, is this the Olympics, Brazil? Rafinha scored a free kick.
Oh, that was nice, actually. Lewandowski.
That was
Lewandowski. Hydration rank, yeah.
One of the best songs ever. Thank you very much. Did you be gone? I lost without a trace. Sorry.
I saw the women's Olympics game earlier today. I was interested. The keepers definitely were something.
Something in what respect? Do elaborate, Bargav. What were they something at?
So the U.S. game, like the keeper just came off the line and just got pretty much gave up a free chip. The other one, in the Brazil game, the Spain keeper got like nutmegged, like straight through the legs, like into the goal.
Bro, I'm not being funny. The footballers nowadays, they make so many. Oh, what a finish! What a finish! Did you just see that when he lobbed it over the goalkeeper?
Yeah,
that was a pretty finish. Need to get a stream sometime this week and do a cook-off. Wait. Is there a cook-off beef going in the chat? Is it Rosie versus the Rossi? Eros versus Rosie. All-state cook-off. That's a good thing or bad, Rossi. I was PSM on one of my followers said earlier his wife burns water. Burns? Wait. Steams it or burns it? How can you burn water?
Is that kind of like fajitas where like they do the water?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to ask.
Yeah.
Because saying you burn it, I was watching the beach volleyball. Don't tell us what you were doing. We don't want to know.
I mean, have you watched the Olympics?
No, mate. The Olympics, I have. The only time I was even remotely interested in the Olympics is when France played Argentina.
I don't know. I like watching the swimming and I like watching the swimming. Usually.
Yes, I do. Yeah, burning off the water. Yes, I've heard that saying. That's not, and it doesn't just apply to cooking as well. In clotheslines, when they used to wash it and put it near the fire, it used to be called steaming. He is that bad they could burn water. Yeah, that's the joke I was going at. But yeah, never mind.
Yeah, big up the line, Tech.
Yeah, how's it? Wait, so is it going to be an almighty battle cook-off? Scotland versus England and Jamaica. Rosie versus Eros versus... Oh, no, actually, no. Eros, you live in the States. You just had a cook-off, so like I don't know if you live in the States or not. You can enlighten me.
I was going to say, do they have cook-offs everywhere?
I don't know. That's wild. The burning water sounds like my sister. Well, your sister burns water too. Where did all these abusers of H2O come from?
True.
You know. Yeah. So hang on. So Bargav, on your preseason before Chelsea start kick off, who's your next preseason opponent?
Bayer Leverkusen.
Ah, Zabadian, the other one. Hey Wolf, why do they call you Steve? By the way, because they're assholes. No, there's a running joke, right? When Naz was on a stream with me, another Chelsea fan, and he called me Steve Bashuta. That's what DJ Crane says, but that's not what Rosie and a couple of the other rooms. I get called Steve for different reasons. All of them bad, as far as I'm concerned. But I get called from Steve for this reason. So, but anyway, going back to Barcav, right? Do you think you're gonna beat Bayern or Leverkusen?
Are we gonna beat them? I don't. Quite frankly, I think it's gonna be an even game. It'll probably be a draw. That's a tough team, man. Bayer Leverkusen's a team, man. So I mean,
no, she fucking hasn't.
Hey, give me one second.
That.
Give me one second. Let me turn the light on real quick.
Yeah, man. Do you think? All right, don't knock Mr. Pink. At the end of Reservoir Dogs, he was the only one, A, not to get shot, and to get away with the goods, and be healthy. Rosie's going to destroy you. Okay. Was it? Is that in the cook-off, is it? No, Rosie, you talk so much pants. You know that. Stupid woman. What are you talking about? You've seen my birth certificate. You've never seen my birth certificate. You've never even seen my house, let alone my birth certificate. I didn't really used to put it in. Like, yo, stupid woman. Can you not see that you have not seen my birth certificate? Rosie gonna destroy me. DJ Crane, that's wild. I want to see the Granit Xhaka reunion after his remarks. Which remarks would you be referring to? I wonder. Your cook circles around me. Oh, right. Your cook circles around me. Okay. You have your own cook, Eros. Is that true? It must be a bit of a rich man if you got your own chef. But anyway, Bargo, sorry, you apologize. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was getting it. So what do you think the strengths and weaknesses are going to be? If you do draw with them, do you expect it a high scoring draw? Do you expect it to be like maybe a 1 or 1-1 or what?
Yeah, probably 2-2.
Sorry.
Yeah, actually,
sorry. So I just got to bring up my missus there because when Miss Wall can confirm Steve is everywhere, and then my missus went only in your world, Rosie.
See, that's see. Leverkusen,
I love you, babe.
Sorry. Leverkusen is interesting. I don't know. It's gonna be a tough test tomorrow, actually. Two steps above Arsenal.
That's what I was just. Why are they 2 steps above Arsenal? I don't get it because they didn't have any Champions League this year, so didn't they?
Yeah, but they play pretty. They play pretty nice though. They play pretty nice.
Well, they went unbeaten, but the thing is, realistically, other than Bayern Leverkusen, Bayern Munich, and Dortmund, who was really a threat to them?
Yeah, there wasn't really.
RB Leipzig on their day can be a good team, but just be honest, Germany's a counter-attacking league a lot of the time, apart from Bayern.
It is a counter-attacking league for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, it's crazy how counter-attacking that league is.
Yeah, Eros has got his Muttley laugh on. Big up, Eros.
I mean, so Lunin is in.
Yep. The guy we tried to buy.
I think we tried that too. I think there was a point where we were linked with him too.
And they borrowed our garbage at the beginning because we loaned them Kappa. Now they're trying to sell us their garbage at the beginning of this one. Payback's a bitch, ain't it? In the cook-off, Steve. No. I'm not in the cook-off. Because I'll beat you all. I use Uber.
So the only change so far is Courtois.
Yeah, it is. I wonder if because it's the back end of last season, he's still nurturing that injury a bit. Courtois has, That injury last season was just horrible.
He still came back in the final.
Like, I guarantee you, that's the only reason why he was always going to play in the final. Either started the Steve calling again. Well, you can do if you like, but I'm not going to acknowledge it after this point because the game's restarted. So, Steve, who you like, as long as because you'll be talking to yourself. Okay, we're already messing about.
Yeah, I was gonna say that out ball, man. The amount of time that you guys take to like find that out ball is insane.
That's what I mean. I was just trying going over the top. Oh, we're kind of in. Oh my days! Look up! Go, go, go! Oh no!
That's not. Nope.
Oh my lord! How many times are we gonna cut this team open and not take advantage?
Yeah, that was a nice chance, man.
Yeah, which we didn't take. And don't worry, we're gonna make another 10, but so will Madrid. Yeah, he got the shot off, but he just scooped it up a little bit. I always wondered why, but never asked. DJ Crane, okay. Well, you could have just asked. It's no big deal. It's just a gag. Bit like my team. See, if that ain't the biggest FU to all the left backs at the club, the fact they're playing a right back at left back as well, or left invert back. Pause. Left invert back. Mad. Like saying all these stupid positions. Anyway, Real Madrid passing comfortably around at the back. Oh, they look like trying to do the biggest impression of us. Give the ball away.
They've like slowed down, huh? They're not making the same runs.
Well, but maybe they're playing
they'll find the
different
periods,
tempo.
Though. Yeah,
well,
yeah, yeah. Just different.
They'll find gears. They'll find gears. It's just
it's just how
Madrid
they are.
Madrid always start slowly, probably because of the age of their squad. They'll just get up to pace as the game goes on.
No, it's interesting because when they play City, yeah, they always start slow. Then they'll find they'll find their ways into. That was terrible defending.
Well, to be honest, really, because they slap City on a regular basis. The only time that the City really beat and got any kind of like Madrid advantage really over Madrid was last year when they won. Season before last when they won the Champions League? Sorry.
Which one?
Well, City have only won one Champions League, bro.
Yeah.
About which one? They've only got one.
Yeah, that's the big criticism is like with the signings is if you're gonna win the Champions League, you're gonna need signings.
Yeah, he's gone, Russ. He's gone, Russ. Gone. Absolutely gone. He's gone. No. Again, me and Bargav were talking about this a little while ago. Why is it that if you're bought by an English club, your ridiculously price is ridiculously inflated. If you're sold by an English club, it's drastically reduced because obviously if you can't play in England, you're crap, in you. So yeah, but he's gone. But with 35 mil for a deal with, he's only got 12 months on his contract, and they said, look, be a second string player on a new contract with more money, and he was like, no thanks.
Isn't that kind of messed up though? That part is really messed up. Think about it. Like you're paying like 70...
I don't need to think about it, dude. I've watched all of the Chelsea academy, all the good ones as well over the last 8 years get spunked out, like Tammy Abraham, Fikayo Tomori, Trevor Chalobah, Conor Gallagher. Who else has been pretty good we've got rid of for no reason? I'd say, Tammy Abraham still stings, actually, because we had a striker that was scoring 15 goals a season, and we got rid of him to get a Belgium guy that was going to cry about not playing in Italy anymore. It was just kind of 90 million to listen to a grown man cry like a baby was a joke. I need to go back to Inter. I have such fond memories. Even they didn't want him back in the end because he snaked them. So with Milan, so there you go.
You guys pretty much gave him a Italian grand tour.
Well, no offense, right? He would have gone back to Inter if he just kept his mouth shut.
That's true.
But then again, modern footballers are going to run their mouths. Then again, with the Euros Lukaku's just had, I'm not surprised we haven't sold him yet. I can honestly say, out of all the strikers in the Euros, he was one of those ones that looked the worst. The chances he's missing. There was just something Benny Hill about him. If you know who Benny Hill is.
Yeah, since like 2018, that guy's international tournaments have been something else.
Well, to be honest, he has still got a fairly good goal scoring record. But
No. But the tournaments,
yeah, well,
like
this
not.
this was his worst. Just like Mbappe's, this was his worst. Mbappe never even scored a goal. All these
Yeah.
great players that do fuck all in big tournaments. That's why I don't really rate Mbappe. To be fair, he's got a lot to prove yet.
Yeah, it's crazy when Paul Pogba and when Paul Pogba was that team was rolling.
Because I'm not being funny. Mbappe with PSG is because they can batter just about everybody in the league. There's no pressure. All right, then great. Now that you've gone Real Madrid, you've got a Barcelona to continue with. You've got Atletico Madrid, a Valencia. You know,
Sterling hasn't been bad. The second half.
no, Sterling hasn't been bad, but I'm still pissed off at him for missing the free header he had in the first half.
Yeah,
I'm not being funny. I
that's
don't
always been
care.
his
I
criticism.
don't care if you're not that bad. I want you to be good, not average, okay, doing not too bad or so. I want you to be playing good. That's it. And I'm not being funny. The header he had, he didn't have to jump for. All he had to do was just stand there, and he completely got it wrong. It's like what you were saying earlier on about bar gathers. How can nowadays they get the basics so much more wrong compared to what they did back in the day?
See, that's the thing. It's like, all right, so coaching hasn't changed either, though. That's the other part. The
Yeah,
quality, so what? So all right, the players are
I'd
one
say.
thing.
I said
Why is the
coaching.
quality of the coaching has gone down?
I
Why is
think
the
no,
quality
no,
of
no.
coaching
I
gone down?
think coaching has changed a lot, and you know why? Because back in the day, a lot more managers and coaches or first team coaches were hands on compared to what they are now. Because Ferguson never used to take training sessions. He used to let his coaches like Carlos Queiroz and them not do it. Same thing with certain times with Mourinho when he was at Chelsea with Brendan Rodgers and stuff, etc., etc. Steve would never leave Eros. He's always in the shadows or on his last breath, always lurking and ready to appear. Right. But yeah, I just think there's too much emphasis on athleticism and not on playing. Because I'm not being funny. If you want an athlete, go to the Olympics and do 100 meters or track and field or something like that.
Yeah, I mean that's one of
So,
those. It's one of those things. It's like it's killed the game in some ways.
it's killed the game in many ways. That's why all the teams, like you said earlier, like look the same.
Same systems,
Well,
everything.
that's the thing. That's the thing, right? Even though they may line up as 4-4-2s or 4-3-5-1s or whatever, like they all look exactly the same, don't they? The way they play, it just looks the same. It never used to all look the same, but now it does.
Oh, the other part that's different is just the bravery of the players, man. Like
Oh,
take ons
lack of
isn't a
that.
thing.
Yeah,
Lack
yeah,
of
lack
bravery.
of that. There's no, yeah. There's no warriors in football anymore. Forget that. Warriors come out to play. Oh, there's no one home. Never mind. Then again, that would be politically incorrect now. Warriors. Roofs. Damn right.
No,
So,
your front four does not like make any good movements whatsoever.
well, no, they were, but now the thing is, this is the thing. Now that Madrid,
Sterling did, but
instead of letting us pass through them, they've actually made us play in front of them. Apologize, Rosie, you're getting me into trouble. There's no one in trouble, brother. You're fine.
So what? You're not gonna pass to Sterling? What the heck? Like,
whoa, yeah, that's whoa. It's been open for about 30 seconds. That's the other thing. They don't spot space. How do players nowadays not spot space? It's ridiculous. Sterling was chilling there for about a minute, like, hello, yaha. By the time you finally notice me, space is gone. God, footballers are crap nowadays. That's why one of my favourite things ever said in football is what Xavi Hernandez said to David Villa when he first got to Barcelona. He said to him, "Don't worry, David, just make your runs. The ball will be there in the box." How do you know the ball will be there in the box? Because I'm the one who will give it to you. Safe hands. Yeah, played for the corner. I'll be right back. I'll just pop into the loo. I'll be right back. Hang on. They are Bargard, but they aren't thinking fast enough or looking around to give the final ball. No, they're not.
nope. I don't think these players. I mean, I think it's just modern football, but it's difficult. It's difficult in a sense because like people made it this way with all these like youth projects, and it's like, what happened to competition? What happened to like competitive games and stuff like that, winning trophies? But the thing that the old days, what it was like you look at the players and you're like, you look at the players and it's like there's like a wow factor with every single one of them. Today's game, it's like it's the same. It's the same like it's almost like the same stuff like recycled over and over. No trickery, no skills, no cleverness. That's the hard part. The modern football. Steve has a good sense of humor. He takes it and other things on the chin. Yeah, he does. Oh, so what have you guys been up to today? What have you guys been up to? I've been a fan since probably since '07. Um, First game I watched was Adebayor winning it at Old Trafford. It's good. It was a great year actually. What do I think of the Chelsea tops? I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. It's the it's their top, not mine. Nice. You drove your tractor, huh? It's fun stuff, man. Fun stuff. You live out like in a you live out by like by the country or something? Rosie, what do you make of the Chelsea top? What do you make of that Chelsea top? What do you think is the best top like this year? Because I think Arsenal's had some like pretty poor ones this year. Like I think
Sterling's finally off the pitch.
I think Arsenal's had some like pretty bad tops this year. I don't know. Do you like the top? Do you like your Chelsea top? Or is it too much?
It's alright. Nothing special about it.
I feel like every one of them's the same these days.
Well, wouldn't be surprised, innit? Sorry.
I think people really like the one you guys had last year without the sponsor. I think that's what before you guys put the sponsor on there. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a draw, like tomorrow versus Bayer Leverkusen.
What? Is that where this question stemmed from? I
Yeah.
like them. I think they're alright. They're a bit neo, but you know, it's the way it could have been worse.
Oh, I know for a fact people are gonna love them though. Like all the kids are gonna like want it.
Bargav, how long have you been an Arsenal fan?
Yeah, I answered that.
Alright, he drove his tractor today. Alright, like, subscribe to the video. Alright. So, how long have you been an Arsenal fan, Bargav?
Since 07.
What did I see coming? Okay. Rosie, you need to enlighten me there. Northwest, baby.
Pacific.
DJ Green. Sure as hell isn't the Arsenal top. They are god awful this year. Well, don't you like your kitty, Rossi?
Have you seen? Yeah, the Arsenal tops are pitiful, man. Like,
okay, the Arsenal kit is going down like a fart in a spacesuit. Yeah. Chelsea.
I mean, I'll probably get the hoodie though. That's the only thing I'll probably get if I
smoking kill. Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, I get like one of them a year, so I guess.
You know what? I stopped buying kits.
There we go. Here we go again. Not picking up the runners.
Oh, they're on the counter again. So, see, this is the thing. If you noticed, right, how easily each team gets at the other's back foot.
So with Palmer coming in, you have a bit more control up top, right? That's pretty much.
Well, the thing is, I'm hoping it'll be an Enzo Concedo pivot with Palmer in front of them.
Yeah.
With Madwiki Maybe Sterling, maybe Mudryk, maybe someone else they signed, maybe Jackson within Cuckoo.
So
Because I
that's
think,
yeah, that's who you got left. Like coming.
because
That's who
I'm
you
not
got
even,
left. Like,
because I'm not being funny. Like I do think when Nkuku and Jackson play together, they suit each other because they can swap positions and it helps. Because they help each other find space. Because if they're being man marked and they swap positions, say Nkuku goes left and then Jackson comes into the centre, then markers are going to be dragged out of position. So, and I must admit, I do like Jackson. He can be direct. We were talking about direct earlier. If he'd finished the chances, all the chances that he had, that guy could have been like Haaland numbers. It really is.
what are the big differences from last year and this year, like system wise?
System wise, well, considering the system that we had under Poch, he kind of worked at it and he found a workhorse, a pivot, and a block, if you like, in terms of the only three midfielders he had. But to be fair, I respect Poch and what he achieved last season, considering how few options he had. To be fair. But what do I see the difference between this system? I see a worse version of the Conte system that we used to have.
See, that's the thing is like the lack of continuity is like it's gonna set you back a little bit for sure.
Well, I'm not being funny. Like bullshit to that. Lack of continuity, because at the end of the day, long story short, we're supposed to be Chelsea Football Club. We're supposed to be elite, and we are definitely
Yeah,
we're,
that's your
we're
identity.
elite, but not elite in the right things. Crap, really. You couldn't have said it any better there, Wolfie, about the spacesuit. Well, there you go then. And I'm not being funny. Have you noticed how many eras in are popular in football, which the fans can't stand for some reason, but somehow it's popular? Weird that. It did go down like a fart in a spacesuit. No way out, mate. No way out. And this nice wee run from Madrid there, says Rosie. Oh, she's probably about a minute and a half ahead of us.
Yeah.
I don't know, Rosie. What time are you on? Unfortunately, couldn't finish. What? Really? A Chelsea player couldn't finish. Say it ain't so. Damn it. There you go. I told you she was about a minute in front of us.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Mudryk.
Should have passed, let alone finished. He should have passed.
Ooh,
but don't worry, he's got a new battle hair. He's got a new battle haircut. He's in, he's out. There you go. I think Rose is about 30 seconds ahead of us.
I mean, to say like man, that speed is nice though.
To be honest, Mudryk, he's got a lot of potential still. I like Mudryk, but the thing is, I think he plays better in the centre than he does on the left.
Well, that's a signing you guys got from us. So we did the homework. You guys came in and you guys came in and got nabbed him.
Well, well, you can still be useful, and I'm not being funny. There's loads of players that we would be aware of and you'd be aware of that we're competing for, man. That's just the way it goes.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure.
It.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm not being funny. You guys tried the same thing with Cisco. We were scouting, or Sesko, whatever you want to call it. We were scouting him for 2.5 years before you guys came along. And it's funny how he snubbed both of us, which was quite funny. Sounds like Eddie would fit in right at Chelsea right now. Why is that? Wait. Our flop striker that scores 17 goals in one season is, and somehow you think Eddie Nketiah with his 5 is less of a flop than what Jackson was. Get out of here, DJ Crane. What you're saying is not even making sense. Wolf,
I mean, he's missed. He's had his he's had his misses though, like Jackson's misses.
One thing Mudryk is one of those players that you need to make space for. That's all it is.
Like he needs to run into space, basically.
Yeah, well, no, you're supposed to make space for him. That's a free kick. Just kicked him in the heel. That's the guy who sung the thong song, right? What, Eddie Nketiah? Yeah. He pulled down Arsenal's thong and got 100 grand out of it. How did you guys ever pay that guy 100 grand? Fucking hell, bro. He only
No,
gets for us. He only gets 20 grand less than what bloody Enzo does.
it's
You guys are
because
crazy. You guys are crazy.
it's because he came to Stamford Bridge and was had a world class performance. That's pretty much why.
So what? Okay, so that's Enzo's excuse. What's Eddie's? Where's the world class performance, bro? At least at
Hey,
least Enzo has a World Cup to back it up. What have you guys got? What's Eddie got? Community Shield. Like
he came.
what? Like, like,
I mean, that was the what was it? It
no,
was
yeah,
at
yeah,
Stamford Bridge.
yeah,
That
yeah.
double at Stamford Bridge.
Wait. I get the joke, Rosie, but unfortunately, the spelling is drastically different because it's like Cisco, like not Cisco.
Cisco.
It's like you have to. There's an e in it.
Cisco is
Rosie's
like
laughing.
a computer science.
Oh
like
wait, you just
company.
said, a Chelsea player that can't finish. Hello, Eddie can't find the net with a GPS link. Well, so why are you trying to sell him after knowing that what you've got's even worse than dog shit? That still makes less sense. You're acting like this is supposed to justify what you said, and it doesn't. Yeah, baby.
I mean, today, I think I saw some people,
Love you, Tony.
some people like saying like City should sign Nketiah as backup to Holland because no one's gonna back up Holland.
Again, say something that makes sense.
No,
I
no,
think
that's how Twitter works these days, right? Like people twerking for like City to like come get Nketiah.
Ross says 100% Wolf. Think if Chelsea can get some type of you know what I would like to see, Ross. I'll tell you what I want to see in my team is proper width. I think to solve this problem, and this is the one thing that actually Conte got onto to try and like eradicate, because defensively we broke down after the second Mourinho stint, and the going five at the back with the two fullbacks, or wing backs as they were known then, like we had Marcos Alonso one side and whatever else. It gave us more stability because they had Pedro and them not in front of them. If the problem with this is there's no real link between the defense, the midfield, and the attack. There's no. I hear what you're saying. Cohesion is part of it, but they don't look like a team. They look like three teams. There's the defensive team, the midfield team, and the attacking team. And at one time or another, they're all isolated. So, and they don't move as a unit yet. Like that's cohesion's part of it, but part of it's training.
Yeah, these one-on-ones are insane to watch.
Well, this is why I said to you earlier, Bargav, about literally Madrid are going toe to toe with us in the regard of they're facing up to us. That's why you see them go through it at the back. But the problem with our system is as soon as you beat a defender, you're in. Like I said, there's no defensive cover. There's no structure to our defense. It's all about controlling the midfield. I understand the system. Okay, and on fairness, if we could somehow get us a bit better defensively structured, I could see how if we could contain teams better with the amount of chances we could create, how we could give teams problems. But if you're looking at Chelsea who has an inexperienced team in a whole, whether it be cohesion, team blending, or just the fact they're a bunch of younger players, you're basically trying to ask a kid to win against it's like putting a fresh amateur boxer against Mayweather. All right, go and break down the guy with the best defensive history in boxing.
Yeah, that's what we had to put up with for a couple of years.
Well, the thing is, the thing is, Eros. Sorry, I should say Bargav. Excuse me. Me and you have both watched. Like, look at the Leon Edwards fight when he lost the title a couple of weeks ago. It wasn't because the guy was physically beaten up, or it's because he was controlled. That was it. He was controlled, and the only time he lost control was at the end, and he ended up getting his wig split. Like when Edwards gave him a disgusting elbow. But then again, maybe if Edwards was more aggressive originally, who knows? But it's if much and a maybe.
Wesley Fofana's coming on.
Oh yeah, the glass Frenchman is coming on. Mr. Chandelier himself. Hey, I tell you what, how did we manage to top? We're the only team in the world that could top Man United's deal, or what they did with Slabhead from Man United. Like 80 mil for Maguire, and then we pay 80 mil for a guy made of glass. But at least Maguire can play. Okay. We should have just bought Kante from Leicester and just left her alone. Forget
Yes,
Wesley
yeah,
Fofana, Danny
yeah.
Drinkwater, all these guys. Ben Chilwell. Well, Ben Chilwell under Tuchel looked alright, but because he had a structured system. But anyway, that would be made if Eddie goes to City and Pep has him scoring 70,
What happened to that?
70
What happened to
goals,
that
10
guy?
assists.
What happened to that guy Tosin? Was that the guy's name? Tosin?
What, the defender?
Is that the guy? That
What
Tosin?
about him?
You guys got him.
Yeah, he's played.
He's
He's
playing.
played quite right. He's played okay in one or two of the appearances, but
Yeah,
realistically, no offense, when the structure's bad,
yeah,
like I said, it doesn't matter who you put in; it's going to fall apart. You could put Oh, no, actually, no. I was about to say you could put Nesta in on them, no, but Nesta would have that place on lock.
yep.
You ain't getting past Alexander on Nesta, particularly a prime Nesta. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Actual Foley settings.
You know what I mean?
You got
Anyone
20
what?
minutes. You got 20
Anyone?
minutes. You got 20 minutes to get like one goal. So it's like,
Well, I'm not being funny. The chances have kind of dried up, and it's gone into a
yeah,
possession sort of game. It's gone from a very entertaining one to a very boring one
a
all
very
of a
boring
sudden.
one. Yeah.
I'm not falling for the old banana in the tailpipe. Oldest trick in the book. I was watching Spaceballs the other day, Russ. And the bit when he takes the ring of the Schwartz off him, he's like, I can't believe you, guy. What's with you, man? I laughed my ass off. I ain't seen Spaceballs in years. That was hilarious when I saw that. Spaceballs the lunchbox. Spaceballs the flamethrower. It's just that kind of commercialism that they warn you. Pizza the Hut, yeah, exactly. It's just that kind of commercialism that Spaceballs warned you about. It's actually quite funny. Because pizza is gonna stand out for you. Was it Vinny or whatever that guy's name was, the robot? That he was quite maniacal with the hat and everything. Oh, hang on. Madrid are pushing up the pitch again. Yeah. Remember that? He had the pepperoni for a tongue. That was quite funny. You ever seen Spaceballs, Bargo?
No.
Oh, you need to watch that, brother. You know what? You know the amount of films and stuff we watched back in the day when we were kids, right? We're from the 80s and the 70s and shit. And it was kind of like these, you want to know, right? The kind of commercialism these guys took the piss out of, and you look into the future, and it's like, as long as you put a brand on it, it will sell, and that's exactly the kind of commercialism that was taking the piss out of. Exactly, yeah.
That's what Netflix is these days. I don't even watch. I don't even watch it.
I need to, you know what, Eros? If there's one impression I wish I could work on, it'd be my Robert De Niro. He thinks he's some kind of a wise guy. You know, I mean, I can't get the kind of the closed eyes look that Robert De Niro can.
So Dewsbury Hall, that's who you got.
Dewsbury Hall, yeah. This boy from Leicester, yeah. Hooray! Just as I was talking about the twats from Leicester, we talk about another one now. Spaceballs is from 1984. I know that.
So what is the PR? So the PR coming out of like Chelsea is like this coach is doing bits. He's really, really good, right? Like is it really, really?
Wait.
Really
he's really doing. He was 2 points away from blowing a championship lead. What's so great about him? Leicester won 11 games in the championship, bro. That's hardly blowing it away. You lost about the same amount as everybody else. He did nothing spectacular.
Yeah, but I think we were saying this. Like it's just like new requirement for coaching. It's like must have coached under Pep Guardiola. It's like turning into like a big a lot of the big jobs.
Yeah, but I'm not being funny. Yeah, but the thing is with Pep, realistically, if you actually look by even the standards of trophies won, particularly say in the European Cup, really, Pep's not all that. The only reason why he's so revered is because he's the champion of England.
Yeah, I mean
that's it.
That's it. Yeah,
that is it. Carlo Ancelotti is still It's funny how in this country Carlo Ancelotti's had probably as many league titles as Pep had. Well, not as many league titles, but probably had twice the amount of European Cups. But yet, Pep's
Yeah,
God
you're
and
right.
Ancelotti's average. Explaining that.
Yeah, that's why. That's why, like someone like Emery or like what he's doing at Villa is just like really impressive.
Who?
Emery,
Well, and Emery, Ancelotti. Okay, good
because
coaches.
because the guy has the guy has different ideas. The guy has different ideas, and he adapts.
Oh,
So
you know, Paul
whereas like
Casino.
whereas with like Mikel, like it's like it feels at times like if for a while it felt like counterfeit like Man
Right.
City.
You know why, right? Let me tell you, right? The reason why, and it's straight and simple, the reason why the new coaches will never be as good as the older coaches is because the newer coaches, just like with your Enzo, what you're seeing now, can't adapt.
Yeah, can't adapt. Yeah,
Mikel can't adapt. Frank Lampard couldn't adapt. Graham Pothead, when we had him 2 seasons ago, couldn't adapt. The only managers we really did have that could genuinely adapt were Mourinho, Conte, and Tuchel.
yeah. Conte was like the master of that. Like after we beat you, he changed the system and just completely went on a roll.
Yeah, then demolished the Premier League and made the
Yeah,
first team ever in the Premier League to win 30 games as a season. But yeah, he's no good.
and then you're like
Fucking idiots. He's no good. No, the worst one ever, the hardest one to take is Tuchel to Potter.
what about like De Villiers? Was it like Andres? Was that the guy's name? He won the Champions League.
Who?
Andre Villas.
Oh, Andres Villas-Boas. He didn't win the
Yeah, that one.
Champions League.
Yeah.
He didn't win the Champions
No, no.
League.
He
All
won.
he,
What did he win for you guys? What did he win for you guys?
nothing. He got sacked. Di Matteo won the FA
Oh
Cup
yeah,
and the
Di
Champions
Matteo.
League
Di
cup
Matteo.
double. He done a
Yeah,
cup double.
but that guy was supposed to be somebody, right? Like Andre.
No. The problem was with Andres Villas-Boas, he's exactly like Enzo and all the other hipster up and coming coaches. He's only as good as until he gets a big job and gets exposed.
Gets exposed. Yeah.
Like I said, these are the reasons why. Like why even okay, this is the reason why right. Madrid have sacked Ancelotti, hired him, and then sacked him and hired him again.
Yeah, there's only certain coaches that like when you think about like Madrid, like obviously Zidane. Zidane falls under the list, but
Yeah, but Zidane. One thing about Zidane is
he had the best players.
You had a world class squad,
Yeah.
and I'm not being funny. That squad was put together by Mourinho, who put the Benzemas, the Ronaldos, the Di Marias, and all
Yeah,
them
but
lot in.
I feel like the same thing applies for like Luis Enrique though. That he's somebody that I went back and forth with for a while.
What Luis Enrique? What about what you mean
He
at
benefited.
Barcelona?
Yeah, I think he benefited hugely from the players there.
Well, in that case, then
Because
Frank Rijkaard.
he kind of imploded Spain though. He kind of imploded Spain to an
Well,
extent.
not really, because if you want to talk about who's the godfather in terms of even particularly Barcelona, Frank motherfucking Rijkaard.
Yeah, like the
He was the
Rodrigo
guy that
days.
laid the foundations for everything that Pep Guardiola got credit for, which sucked ass. And he won them their first Champions League in 10 years, which, of course, Pep got the credit for. Because, of course, Barcelona weren't winning nothing until they were managed by Pep Guardiola. Oh, yeah, and under Rijkaard, they played better football. That's right, I said it. Under Frank Rijkaard, they played better fucking football. Because no, it's true though. They
Yeah,
had Deco. Yeah. They had the other Gerard, if you remember correctly. They had Xavi Alonso. Oh, sorry, Xavi Hernandez. Sorry. They had, and oh, by the way, guess who gave Messi, Iniesta, Bojan, Xavi Hernandez all their debuts?
the record, yeah,
Oh, and who made Puyol captain?
record.
Yeah, but don't worry, it was all Pep.
Yeah, Pep's an interesting because I think
Pep,
just
Pep,
because
you know as I do. Pep's overhyped just because he's overhyped.
I mean the first.
He won 3 Bundesliga titles in a run in Germany, and guess what? They hate him in Germany. They can't stand him. They can't stand him in Germany.
I mean, he did take it.
Well,
yeah, like it's a weird one. It's a weird one because they won the treble. They won the treble.
Bojan ended up at Stoke, but yes, but for Barcelona, that guy scored 20 goals a season. Bargav, look at Chayavart's Champions League goal was for Chelsea. The irony of who let him through to score that goal.
Yeah, that was Zinchenko.
Yeah, it was Zinchenko. There you go. Oh, yeah, and one thing about Kai Havertz is, and this is why I actually laughed when people say he improved at Arsenal. No, he didn't. He ended the season in the Champions League, right, for you guys with 1 goal, just like he did for us in the Champions League with 1 goal. But guess what? Ours was in the final, and yours was in a game that didn't really matter. And
I
guess
mean,
what?
I don't think you guys use that.
And he did the same thing for us that he did for you guys. Every time that guy got through 1-on-1, particularly against Bayern, he fucking blew it. The only difference between what he did against City to what he did against Bayern was he wasn't lucky enough for it to bounce under Ederson like it did before, because it bounces off and ricochets off his side and goes underneath him. So anyone that tells me Kai Havertz has improved at Arsenal compared to what he was at Chelsea.
I think he's gonna have a good year, bro. I think he's gonna have a great year this year.
Right, Bargav, did you see him in the Euros? He was shocking.
Yeah.
Once Arteta fails yet again at Arsenal, do you think he will manage an elite team, the likes of Madrid, Bayern, PSG? They might. Everyone's a project merchant nowadays.
I think he's gonna stay for. I think he's gonna stay for like 2 years, man.
That impression sounds like the Arsenal fan base. Do it again. Which one? You talking to Bargav or me?
His first touch is dreadful.
What Havertz? Yes, it is. It's an extreme. Oh yeah, and guess what? It's funny how we got rid of it, including the guy that set him up as well, Mason Mount, which happened to when he again one of our own homegrown. I have to say the second half of this game has been awful.
Yeah. So what's happening with Mason Mount, man? What happened with Mason Mount?
Well, he wanted to leave, so we drummed him out the door. But that still doesn't explain players like Tammy Abraham and them.
Yeah, but like, so at United he's been injured.
Oh,
right?
Callum Hudson-Odoi as well. Don't forget the one-on-one demon.
Hey, yo, he was a player like before that injury. That stupid injury, like Hudson-Odoi. Loftus-Cheek.
Well, he still is a good player. The problem is, like, he doesn't have the teams around him. Like, the thing is with Callum Hudson-Odoi, fitness used to be a big problem. But the thing is, by the time he got his fitness, or if you can call it sorted out, his stock has gone down.
Yeah, I mean, he was supposed to go to Bayern, and then that injury happened right before. Which one was it?
What do you mean before he was supposed to go Bayern?
No, it was before the
2019.
So Loftus-Cheek got that injury before the Europa.
That's
League.
another guy we wasted as well. Look how he's playing for Milan now. You see, Milan are drawing 2-2 with Barcelona. That was the last time I checked. They were drawing 2-2 with Barcelona. There's so many players homegrown we wasted. Tammy Abraham, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Fikayo Tomori, Trevor Chalobah, Conor Gallagher. For fuck's sake.
Ross Barkley, that's another one.
He's not homegrown.
Oh, well, he's not really.
Ross Barkley. Oh man.
Did you like the player? Did you like
Ross Barkley compared to who? When he was there, bro. When we first got Ross Barkley, when Big Sam was managing Everton, I swear we still had players like Fabregas on our team. Fuck no.
I think we need one more player. I mean, I keep saying this. I think we need one more player, but I don't know. Tony.
He's a squad. Havertz is a squad player, man.
I don't think he's a squad player. I think he can unlock games, but
well, being something different, yes. But is he the main man? Nah. If I told you guys could get Osherman,
well, the idea was
Osherman instead of Havertz, you'd bang Osherman in there in a heartbeat. So
yeah, I mean Osherman's a player, but his Napoli is not the easiest to negotiate with.
Well, to be honest, we should have Napoli by the balls. We got Lukaku. Conte wants Lukaku. All we got to do really is put 60 mil maybe on top and say, here you go, here's Lukaku, here's 60 mil, give us Osherman. And I'm not being funny. It's not like we couldn't afford it. All we'd have to make sure is that our wages isn't ridiculous. That's it, people. Scash the subs. Scash the likes. Scash that shit. Big up, Rosie. I like that note. Scash it. No, man. Scash the likes. Too late. You said it now. Scash it up. Try 5. One player. One time. We need to get rid of like 25. I can see Arsenal getting Raheem Sterling at the end of the transfer. Well, we know it, Edu. Hey, I'll tell you what. There's a player in there. To be honest, actually, if you guys aren't going to get the best out of Martinelli, that might not be a bad idea, to be fair. Because one thing about Sterling is he'll still score goals. And he still did score goals for us. It's just he wasn't the main man he was supposed. He's one of those guys that when you got a proper, fully functioning team, he will add like 10, 15 goals to it.
So the striker thing is interesting because currently it's like there's like 4. There's a 5th one that you could probably add in there. Like Marcus.
Bargav. You shouldn't really, bro. From time a 22-year-old snubbed both of us that he plays in Germany, bro.
Who?
It's peak.
Yeah, but like, all right, so
let's go. He snubbed both of us, bro. He went, I'd rather stay
yeah.
in Germany, mate.
But even then, I'd love Boniface, but Leverkusen aren't going to sell him this year.
No.
Thuram's
they're what Kefren Thuram? Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Or Marcus Thuram.
Yeah, Marcus Thuram.
All right. Well, I'd rather Kefren because he'd slot into our midfield nicely.
Then
but
you
then
got
again, they don't do power players, strong players at Chelsea. They do the latest youngster. Oh, good 1-2. Wow, what a hard crunching tackle that was.
Ooh, yeah.
Yo,
yeah.
Nice. Wolf. Yo, Russ. What's up?
Yeah, but the thing is, if we need to get that player in, but it's like
I haven't told you guys to buy anybody.
Place. It's like a sales place, right?
Wait. Who have I told Arsenal to buy from Chelsea? I haven't said buy anyone.
Do you think like the last week's gonna be like massive this year though? Last week of the window?
No.
Because people are just like
people could be petrified to spend. It's
going to be
a lot. I think it'll be a lot like the last transfer window, the one in January, where everyone was just terrified to spend. I think it'll be the same thing. Nah, look at Martinelli's output, right, Eros? That's not banter. Look at Martinelli's output. Look at how many more better chances you lot create compared to us at the moment. Say, because Arsenal have been in better preseason form. Say you get Saka on the right and him on the left, with maybe Kai Havertz in the middle. You got a lot of variation of fire, but it's not like Raheem Sterling hasn't scored in preseason. Did you see that volley he scored against Man City? I don't blame Sterling for what's happening, The team is bad. It's not just Sterling's bad. The team is bad.
Yeah, there's like no chemistry. There's no chemistry.
There's no, like I said, I've said it all day, structure. There's no fucking structure to this. There's just none. That's why when I said it my stream the other day when I was watching us against Club America, it's high risk, more mistakes. And it's exactly what I've seen here. And you can tell the game slowed down because everyone's tried to keep possession now.
See, but all right. So take like Man City, take Arsenal out of it. Liverpool also, right? Like Liverpool would.
They've looked the most dangerous, by the way, in preseason. Liverpool.
I think Liverpool would pick you apart. Villa might actually pick you apart
because Arsenal. Because believe it or not, they've beaten Man United and Arsenal in preseason already. So.
Do you think you beat Man United though? You think you beat like United?
Well, Liverpool have. They beat them the other day.
No. You, like Chelsea.
Bro, right now I wouldn't count on us beating bloody Leicester City.
Leicester City.
I wouldn't, or Wolves City or anyone else for that. I don't. You would not believe how many times I've watched this game, bro. And the alarm bells in my head have been ringing.
Pep's probably like licking his chops, like watching this. Honestly,
not really, because I'm not being funny. They've been getting smashed in preseason as well. So
yeah, but it's not their team though. They haven't played.
Well, I'm not being funny. There's still 3 or 4 players from this team I'd like to. Well, Cancelo's not played as far as I can see. Palmer's not played. Jackson's not played. Diassi's not played. Who else has not played in this? Chilwell's not well played, unless he's been stuck onto the picture without me saying. Kukureya's not played. Petrovic, who was a pretty solid goalkeeper for us last season, has now, after being the solution to the problem, who is now not, and we've now got the same problem. So they find solutions, get rid of them, create the same problem, and then go through the cycle again. This is what, not even that. This is how you know football is stupid. They don't even act out of necessity. If you're falling, you try and grab something to stop yourself from falling. That's it. Oh, yeah, of course he could. He was, he's naturally a right winger, Eros. Oh, he'd be competition for Saka, by the way, on the right. He would, because I'm not being sunny.
No, I've seen it. Didn't he play? Who'd you play? He scored that goal against Rutten from the right wing last year, right? Like he can play in the right wing. Yeah, I don't think he's a bad player.
Saka thing. Sterling's not, bruv. Don't let I'm not being funny. Don't let the disillusion at Chelsea with the fact that they've literally, they're like, you know what? Yeah, you know the best way to describe the American owners at Chelsea right now. They're like a kid with a Lego set that puts 8 or 9 bricks together, doesn't like what he sees, pulls it apart. puts another 8 or 9 bricks together, doesn't like what he sees, pulls it apart.
Yeah, but
Then,
isn't the one that's actually in charge of all this like Iqbali?
well, I'd like to know because you know what? Yeah, you know what they say about the process. What the
Yeah,
fuck is the process? No one's told us what the plan
yeah, the
is.
process, the process.
You know the
We
way
had
you
that. We had
right.
that. We had that for
Wait.
like a year.
Eros, I tell you what. I bet you used to say the same thing about Arjen Robin with the way that bastard used to cut inside. The way he kind of has his arms out, like he looks like a. Have you ever seen Star Trek with a Klingon bird of prey? He has his arms out with his hands down like that. He had a weird. Sterling's a good player, man. Don't let it fool you. He's a good player.
I think the thing with Sterling that really, I think he got hard done by England. I think that's what happened with Sterling. Because after the World Cup, like I mean, he pretty much had his house robbed. He had to go home. Like, but
Well,
after that,
I'm
he
not
didn't
being
make it. Like,
funny.
it's fine.
The free, I think I don't even know if it's like the 250 grand he gets. I'm pretty sure the guy's insured, and I'm pretty sure he'll be all right financially. Like a
Well,
sloth.
I guess the only thing he didn't complete is like that. If he just stayed one more year, he would have got the Champions League.
Oh, yeah, man. Arjen Robben was one of the best wingers because you knew exactly what he was going to do. You just couldn't fucking stop him. That was the thing. And that guy had a crazy. The only person I'd actually say that had a left foot that I was more scared of than Arjen Robben's at times when we played against him was Van Persie in his heyday.
Oh yeah,
Robben cut in like Michael
Yeah.
Jackson Thriller dance, yeah, man. And he moved. Dude, you knew what he was gonna do. It's just that, and the thing is, it's because of the way he used to run. He was almost on tiptoes, so he could drag across so quick. And
I mean, Mahrez was another one. Absolutely
Rob,
wonderful to watch.
hey man, I'm not being funny. I rate Mahrez for what he did, but I'm not. Robben was superior to Mahrez. The only problem with
Yeah,
Robben is over time he lost the more creative side of his game because he used to just cut in and shoot. He could pass off his right foot and all that kind of thing, but he was just more selfish.
yeah, but
Unfortunately.
Mahrez at Leicester was something else, man. Like that's probably one of that had to be like that year. That Leicester year was amazing. Like what he was doing. Because he
Well,
was
I'm not being
taking,
funny.
I mean, on that left wing,
If
Mahrez
you
on that
want to
left
talk
wing,
about
Mahrez
punching
on the right.
above, if you want to actually talk about the
Punching
goals
above
they
you.
scored, punching above the weight with the goals they scored, who they scored against, and the type of goals scored, Jamie Vardy was the best of the bunch. Because you look at the mad goal he scored against
Yeah,
Liverpool and all that kind of, bro.
that defense was so leaky, man. I mean,
But
it's
forget
just
you can say about a leaky defense, but when the man
Conte
noticed
was
the goal,
probably the most important though. Conte was the most important, but
Conte was the most what in
uh,
terms of what?
he was probably the most important player though. Like
Kante,
Conte.
yeah,
Yeah, I
Kante.
think he was the most important player on that team. But
No, there was
they were all kind of important though. I would say like
Robert Hoof was important. So was who was the other defender?
Okazaki. I think
Yeah,
was
but he
another
was a
one.
squad player. What was the other? Wes? Oh my god, how can I forget his name?
Wes. I know what you're talking about Wes.
The centre back, man. How can I forget his name? Someone help me. I've gone brain
Yeah.
fried. No, but Vardy was a good player, bro. And I'm not thinking you laugh, but Arsenal tried to buy him,
No, I thought it was a good
and
player.
he snubbed Arsenal to stay at Leicester. That was the funny thing. I remember
Him,
when Arsenal tried to buy him. Have you
him and
seen the reel of Robin on the pitch, barefoot, casually dressed, and still broke the defender's ankle? Hello, class. No, it wasn't Drinkwater. He was a
it was
centre
in
back.
Drinkwater. It was I know what you're talking about, like Wes. Not Wes Matthews. It's Wes Morgan. I think that's
Mel,
it.
thank you. I don't know why I forgot that. Wes
Yeah, Wes
Morgan.
Morgan.
Mark Albrighton. He was a baller for them as well. Mark Albrighton, Danny Drinkwater. What was the other striker they had? Not Vardy, man. The other tall guy.
I thought it was Okazaki.
Uruguayan. No, they had another one. That Uruguayan dude.
I forget.
I forgot his name. They had another one. But yeah, Vardy, Mahrez, Albrighton on the left as well, because you had Mahrez on the right, Albrighton on the left. Their whole back four, man, as well. They had a solid team.
Man, shout out to that owner, man. It was so sad, like the helicopter crash.
That was one of the most tragic things of football, because you could tell once he died, like the love for the club from the family kind of evaporated, and you could see it, man. You could see it.
Because that was, like That was a team.
It was, yeah, it was. It was tragic.
Even like
It was
the
tragic.
next year, I think they went to the
Champions
quarterfinals.
League, yeah. They went
They went
into
to
the
the
Champions
quarterfinals.
League.
They
Yeah.
lost to
Champions
Atletico. They lost to
And
Atletico.
they beat us in an FA Cup final as well, to add, just to take biasness out of it. They beat us in the FA Cup final. No, it wasn't Cavani. He was Uruguayan, but he played for PSG. Nah, man. Oh, what was his name? I'll see if I can tell you. 1 second. Tall guy, man. Leicester. Leicester. Here we go. Squad. Was it?
I guess you got to thank Hazard for that final goal in helping them clinch that thing.
Not really, because they were going to win it anyway.
Was it like Hazard versus Tottenham? I still remember that goal.
I forgot Cudney Cody was at Leicester as well. That's mad. It began with a U. I just can't remember the bloody blasted name. Not Fatawa, but even though he helped. Ndidi played well for them as well. Harry Winks was that there before he went Tottenham.
I think Ndidi wasn't Ndidi like the year after though. I think Ndidi was like the year after.
I don't know, man. I know Osaki did well for them, but what? Because it was 2016 they won it, right?
Yeah, because Ndidi, I think was it Ndidi that got them the no Tielemans is who got them the FA Cup.
Yeah, that was against us.
That was actually that was a good game.
Mark Schwarzer. Here you go. Notable player. They had Mark Schwarzer as well, who was good. Wes Morgan, Robert Hoof, Danny Simpson, who was one of you guys, old boys, that did all right for them. Sorry, Ben Chilwell, Danny Drinkwater, Matty James. That's another player that did all right. Andy King, N'Golo Conte, Jeffrey Schlupp. We had some good. Nathan Dyer, we had Mahrez, Inla. Was it? They had Gurkan Inla, the ex Napoli player. So they had a team, man.
Yeah, but the
Leonardo. Here you go, Leonardo Iola. Leonardo. You remember this guy, Leonardo Iola? Do you remember this guy?
Yeah, I think I do.
You remember that guy? Fuchs as well. That's another good player. Chowdhury, yeah.
I mean, that's I mean, I don't know if who knows if that will ever be done again, but
no, that won't be done. Nice. I tell you what, in terms of achievement, that's an achievement in football that'll never be matched. That's greater than you guys unbeaten runs, greater than us winning the Champions League.
Yeah,
because realistically, they had no right to do it, and they've only recently been promoted at that point. Was it 2 years, 3 years? They had no right. They had no right to go from relegation candidates to champions. They had no right, bro.
I think 2 years before. I think 2 years before they lost the playoff to Watford, and then they made it. Then they came up.
Anyway,
then they came up and did it. So
anyway, we're gonna wrap the stream up today because me and JPT and the rest of the boys will be back on Blues Brothers tomorrow. We're gonna review this and talk about the bullshit. I'm not very happy, but I'm gonna vent my feelings tomorrow. Don't forget to give Rosie a like and a subscribe if you can, please. I love her. She's a good girl. She's a bit upfront sometimes, but heart of gold. And I know her well because she's my sister. So big up to Rosie. And here you go. Latimus Prime was here earlier. Big up to him as well. There's his channel as well. Please. I don't know if Eros has a channel. Mr. Simon, are you very busy? Well, I've been sitting here for the last 2 hours, Donna. Where have you been? If I was your husband right now, I'd be, where have you been, Donna? I've been sitting here streaming for you for 2 hours. Where have you been? Mr. Simon, I came and you're wrapping up. Well, I said that before I noticed your comments, by the way. But where have you been? Big up Donna as well, by the way. Like and subscribe to Donna. I don't think I has. Donna Legendary. There you go. Yeah, she's here, there, and everywhere. The executive from Spurs. Mind out Hot Fuzz, mate. Mind out Hot Fuzz. Your bit of fluff is here causes you trouble. Cheeky girl. Anyway, please like and subscribe to Donna Prime. And I'm not sure if Eros, you don't have a channel, do you? I'm not even sure. Let us know. Take care, gents. Big up, Rosie. You're welcome. Rosie. No worries. Thanks for the stream, Wolfgang Fist. Bargav becoming a regular. Thanks, bro. Yeah, Bargav,
Yeah.
he just speaks bare facts, man. I like about Bargav. I can have an actual conversation with him. It's been nice, man.
Thank
I
you.
swear, if it wasn't for that second half, man, it's like I was holding back Bargav's hand
The
through that
paint,
one because
paint. It was like watching paint dries.
it was considering how attacking the first half was to how shut down the second one.
Yeah, that
Oh
first half
my
was nice.
god, I am not reading that last comment. That's fair enough. You do your thing, Gunnar. Well, you can't blame me and say I've been too busy when I've been sitting here for 2 hours, isn't it? It's just nature's nature. Nature's nature. Nice
I mean,
calm
so
stream as usual.
Prem starts in 2 weeks, so want to know? Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like 10 days.
I wish it started. Oh god, I'm not looking forward to the start of the season, man. I don't think Enzo will last a couple of months from the look of it. I couldn't go
I
on
mean,
all streams. Yeah, appreciate it.
everybody's going to be under massive pressure. So I mean, we'll see what happens.
Well, yeah, indeedy on that one. I'm not sure what the hell that was, but anyway, Bargav, would you like to shout anything out or whatever else before we round up, sir?
No. I mean, it's always good chats as always. Make sure everybody likes and subscribes to the channel. Always good chats. So
You fucking nut! Why did you have to say that, Rosie? You're off. You are very, 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 very off. Anyway, yes, Eros. Let me thank everyone that's been in and out. Eros, Rosie, Donna. Even though she's had issues today, big up to her. Big up to Eros again. Nice to see you in there. Been keeping the chat lively. Both of you, thank you. DJ Crane, big up to you, brother, as always. Much love to that guy. Big up DJ Crane's always supported me from day one. Big up to him. Big up to the missus and only in your world, Rosie. Been quiet but lively and fun. Big up to everyone, and it picked up, baby girl. It picked up. But yeah, big up to everyone. Thank you all for being in here. It's been nice. Everyone stay safe. Big up Bargav as well. Thank you, brother. Again, it's been.
For sure.
But are you still up for tomorrow? By the way,
tomorrow. Yeah. You want to talk about transfers and stuff? And
yes, I do, because I watch out for me and Bargav again tomorrow.
Oh yeah, like the Leverkusen. So the Leverkusen game will finish tomorrow. So like after the Leverkusen game.
Well, I might be doing a stream early because by these times I'm going to be earlier. Yeah. I'm going to be doing Blues Brothers. So if we can to try and do it early evening, maybe early afternoon for you, depending on what time you.
Yeah. The Arsenal game's early too. So I mean.
What time's the Arsenal game tomorrow?
It's like 1 for me, so that's like 5. Is it like 5 in the UK?
Let me check. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock tomorrow.
6 o'clock, yeah. So.
Well, I'll tell you what then. In that case, if you're around for that, we can do that. Then we can maybe spin into the conversation. We'll see. We'll see how that one works out. But anyway, thank you. If you can smash a like and a sub, we'd appreciate it. But anyway, my thanks again to everyone. Stay safe, everybody, and we are out of here.